Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your monthly read. It is for the month of August, Capricorn. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. If you are brand new and you just tripped over 10 of Cups Tarot, welcome here. There's a subscription button in the bottom right hand corner if you decide to stay. Hit that bell button so you'll know when I am reading for the earth signs, which is generally a Monday. So let's take a look here. We are going to look at some oracles for the month of August. We're going to do a 9-card draw as well with the tarot for the month of August. We're going to clarify some of that and find out what's important for you, what's most important for you in the month of August, what's coming up. So what sort of energy do you need to have? So the archetypes deck is about the energy that you will embody for the month of August in order to get things done, right? In order for you to make the changes that you need to make in your life in the month of August. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Tell me about Capricorn. So we do have the Seeker. Interesting. So it comes up with the shadow attribute. It's in the reverse. So it says inability to commit to a path once found. So I feel like you are seeking a path. I feel like you feel a little bit untethered here. And when I say untethered, I mean that you don't really have a specific goal in mind. You don't really have a specific place in mind. It says thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. So I feel like coming up as a shadow attribute for you, it says the inability to commit to a path once found. So I feel like you're on the right path. I want to say that you are on the right path, but now the challenge is to stay on that path. You are the seeker, but I feel like once you find it, you're like, okay, I found it. I don't need to do anything else from here. But I feel like you need to stay on the path. It's not enough to find it. You must kind of live it as well. So while I feel that you don't mind looking for the path, it's almost like you like the chase. That's what it feels like. You like to look for the path and say, hey, look, I found it. But once you get there, it's like, I don't know, it looks like a hard path. Is that really what I want? We do have the Messiah. It's also in the reverse. And it says, the shadow attribute here says exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. Interesting. Exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. It feels like a little bit of ego. It's almost like the ego is, look, I found the path. Don't tell me I'm on the wrong path. Look, I found the path. But I feel like the challenge, the universe is challenging you to stay on that path. Be consistent on that path. What else do we need to know about Capricorn, please? What else do we need to know about Capricorn? What are you a seeker of, Capricorn? We have the truth. Ooh. That sort of puts a little bit of a spin on it, doesn't it? We've got awareness. I love it. So look, I feel like you've been seeking the truth for a long time. You've been seeking the truth through awareness. Through, this is the magician energy. People have been telling you thoughts become things, Capricorn, and I don't think you necessarily believe it, but I feel like you are going to get the opportunity to see the tools and the opportunity to use the tools. I always say with the magician energy, it's really tricky because you become the fool, right? The fool is card 0. You're on this path, right? That's the major arcana. You're on this path in life. These are major arcana. And we get to the fool position where we're like, okay, clean slate, let's do it. Let's go on this new path. And then we get to the magician and we pick up all the tools, right? The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands, so we can move around, have money. Like it feels like you've picked up the tools, but then you didn't realize how magic they are. You didn't realize that by following a specific path, you can really change your life. The magician is the energy of manifestation, and so you can really change your life. But I feel like you're being asked to stand in your truth. It's not enough to seek the path. What you need to do is actually be on the path and stay on the path. So I feel like you're being called here, Capricorn, to not only seek the path, but to realize that you are the magician. you're supposed to realize your worth, and not just the fact that you found the tools, but now you got to use the tools. A lot of people find the tools, but they never use them. And so the next card that comes after this is the High Priestess. Your manifestation leads you to your spirituality. When you start manifesting, you will start praying, you will start meditating. All of those things sort of fall in line. And I feel like you have found the path. You're standing there looking at the door, looking at the threshold, and now the universe is challenging you to see the truth. They're calling you, the universe here is calling you, your source, your God, whoever it is for you, is challenging you to stay on the path, to stay in your truth. Right. Very interesting. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me more about Capricorn in the month of August 2024. We've got disruption. There's going to have to be disruption. You're going to have to be in lack for a little bit. This is the Tower in this deck, by the way. So there is a shift coming. You're going to be moving timelines here. You're going to be shifting out of this energy of coming up to the threshold and moving away. You're going to be shifting into the new timeline, it feels like. But you have to see it first. You have to heed the call. This is the Judgment card, right? That's why I'm saying that. Card number 20 in the Major Arcana is the Judgment call. Now, when the majors show up here, this is the energy of you don't really have a choice. You can react or respond, but you don't really have a choice as to how this is coming toward you here. So I feel like it's coming toward you in some type of a tower. It is a realization, Capricorn, that you're about to have, that it's time for you to cross the threshold. And I feel like it's somebody who it makes you nervous. You know that once you commit to it, you've got to stay committed. And I think that's where the problem lies here. So I feel like you're going to have some sort of a realization about that. We have protection and the evil eye. We have surrender. So it is going to involve surrender. And this is card number 1, going on some sort of a new protected path for you. Tell me more. Capricorn. Got a lot of work to do in the month of August, it looks like. Looks like it's going to be a lot for you to do here. Got stuck energy and a milestone. Look, I can't even write that script. Look at that. You're going from a place of being stuck at the threshold, knowing that the path is out there, not really wanting to take the path because the path takes discipline. It takes answering the call. It takes obedience, right? Listening to the call and seeing the truth for what it is. I feel like this shift is shifting you out of this stuck energy and into some sort of milestone here. It feels like it's finally, I feel like you've come up to this threshold a few times, but you've backed away. It's too hard of a path for me. I don't want to be that restricted. It feels like in previous times, it felt like a restriction or taking something away. But I promise you that where people thrive is within structure. When you have structure, when you have some sort of a path, when you make a promise to yourself that you never break. And I feel like you kept going up to the threshold here, but then backing away because you didn't really want to have to be that structured. You didn't really want to have to obey. You're a little bit of a Capricorn. You do what you want, right? You're the person who will always do what you want. Look, there's the energy of Capricorn is a very planned, studious, I know how to make money, I know how to get stability, but we still have that little bit of energy of the devil energy, which is maybe this isn't what I want, or maybe I need a little more fun before I go on this heavy duty path. Like it feels like you're being asked to see the truth of something. And I feel like being asked to see the truth of something is bringing in a tower. Like I feel like wherever you were is about to fall in. I feel like you're going to be changing timelines here because you are going from being stuck in some sort of set pattern or some sort of obsessive pattern to some sort of a milestone here. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Beginning of the month, we have is King of Wands. We have the 3 of Wands. And we have the Temperance card. Beginning of the month, I feel like you go from being in this King of Wands energy, passion, running after things, maybe being a little bit impulsive. It feels like you are running after things to a place of waiting for some sort of signal from the universe. It feels like somebody here is asking the universe, can you show me a sign? If this is where I'm supposed to be, can you show me a sign? I think that's what this is talking about here. I feel like this is showing me that you keep going up to the edge, and then you back off and you say, well, if you wanted me to do it, you would give me a sign. I think you're about to get a sign with that tower here, my friend. I think mostly you just want to know that you're on the right path here. It's going to bring a whole lot of balance to your family home or wherever you live, whether you're single or live with your family. It's going to bring family. The Ten of Cups comes out. So it's going to bring a lot of balance to your family. Healing, I feel. I feel like people are worried about you. And so it's going to help them not worry about you so much. I feel like you're going to be settling down. That's what it feels like. You're going to be settling down and not so much being in your fire energy, but being more in your pentacle energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We got Sagittarius here as well. And the Temperance energy commands an energy of going back and forth until it's a perfect moment, waiting for a sign, and then you get the sign. So I feel like in the middle of the month it feels like you are feeling arguing with the self. That's what it feels like here. I want to stay in this energy of being solid and grounded and moving slow, but you're kind of arguing with yourself a little bit here. We've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. It's a breakthrough. I love it. Look, when the Sun and the Tower come up together, this is a major awakening. It's a realization, seeing things for what they are. The tower's down, and now you see the sun on the other side of the tower. It feels like you kept walking up to the tower and walking back, and walking up to the tower and walking back. And the universe is like, look, I got to show you what I'm showing you right now. It's time for you to make a different decision. That maybe the Emperor in reverse is telling me that maybe you were feeling, how can I say, I feel like I'm connecting with a Capricorn that's like, don't tell me what to do. I will do it when I do it. That's what the Emperor in the reverse is to me. Cantankerous, I'm not listening to you. I will do what I want, get out of my way. It feels like that sort of energy, like divide and conquer kind of energy. And I feel like with the Tower falling and the Judgment card here, that there's some different energy coming toward you here that's going to get you out of that stuck energy. It's almost a little defiant, I want to say. So I feel like the King of Wands is the energy that you're embodying as you come in to this this month of August. But retrograde is about to slow everybody down because Mercury is retrograding in Virgo. And that's an earth sign. And it's about to slow down all of us. Slow things down. Have us look at all the details of things, make decisions based in our 3D or pentacle world. And I feel like you come into this month as the King of Wands, making snap decisions, maybe being a little bit risky with behavior, maybe taking a little bit of risks here. And I feel like when retrograde shows up in the first week of the month, it feels like it slows you down. It puts you into a contemplative energy. You start looking at things differently. It's like, maybe I should wait. Instead of running at things, maybe I should wait and see what sort of signs come in for me. What should I do from here? Tell me about the beginning of the month for Capricorn, please. We have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups keeps coming out. Look, you're going to be happy about this change. I feel like you are making some sort of a big change, but I want to say that I feel like it's almost being forced upon you. I want to say we got the Four of Wands here. I did talk about the Four of Wands. The 3 and the 1 in the King's hand is 4. So happy home, I feel. That you're going, we got the 7 of Swords here. I feel like what is being concealed from you is that things in your life, in your home, are going to be a whole lot happier if you decide to comply. If you decide to pick a path, go with it, go up to the threshold and finally step over, make your decision, your decision after the Tower falls here. It feels like making a decision to stop trying to get away with things. And I'm not saying that in a terrible way. I don't say it in a terrible way for you. I mean, it's stop trying to live a life that's not yours. It's time for you to get on the path that is yours. The Temperance card tells me, it's like the Seven of Swords person is looking over at Temperance, right? It's like I could try and get away with something, but I think it's time for me to heal. I think it's time for me to get some balance. So I feel like doing that, realizing that that it's time for you to get stability in the family, stability in the home. It could be your mom, sister, brother, and dad, that family, or it could be a family that you already have. I feel like you have decided that you're going to slow down and wait for things to come to you rather than running at things. Tell me about the Ten of Cups here. What do we need to know about the Ten of Cups? This is the ultimate apex of happiness, my friend. I really do feel that these changes that you're about to make at the beginning of the month have a huge impact, a really big impact of clarity. I feel like you're seeing things. You're having a breakthrough of sorts here. And the breakthrough is going to make you quite happy. We've got the Ace. I like it. The Ace of Swords tells me it's a eureka moment. It's like, yeah, I guess it's best to do that, right? It feels like it's a realization or a moment of clarity about how happy you could be should you decide to just stay in your Pentacle energy, to plan things and go with the plan, to not go to the threshold and then back away. It's time for you to answer the call of making changes, making really big decisions as it pertains to your finances, your relationships. This is the lesson I feel like you're supposed to learn in the month of August, is that you're supposed to learn that it's time for you to start building your pentacles, to start getting stability, to build yourself by yourself. For those of you who are single, I feel like you're doing it all alone. I don't feel like anybody is doing it with you or for you. I feel like you're having a change of mind with the Seven of Swords here. It's like, I could get away with this if I wanted to. I've been getting away with this, living like this for this long. But it feels like with the Temperance card here, it has a really big effect on you. The realization that things weren't really in balance. It's like until we know balance, we don't know that we were out of balance. And I feel like your balance comes right here. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. That is the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have the Page of Cups. We've got the Five of Swords. And we've got the Six of Wands. It's time to stop fighting yourself. It's time to put your feet firmly on the ground. It's time to get your pentacles in order. Things are going to slow down and you're going to be going over details. And I think some of those details are going to be, I have to be kinder in the way that I speak to myself. I really do feel that the King of Wands is here because you're running from whatever's in your head, Capricorn. I feel like you keep yourself busy. You keep yourself overscheduled. You keep running at things, passionate things. Maybe it's relationships. For some of you, it's work. For some of you, you're helping every person, signing up for everything. But I feel like this is an effort to keep ahead of whatever's going on in your head. And I feel like the King of Pentacles is telling me that it's time to slow down, get your stability. It's time to stop arguing with yourself. It's time to say kinder things to you. Because this is good news, right? We've got the Page of Pentacles or Page of Cups here, which is good news. And then we have the Five of Swords. And it's like, I feel like you were being really hard on yourself, like you weren't good enough. Or it's almost like you were in battle with yourself or your ego. That's what it feels like. You want people to see you have nice things. You want people to see your home. You want people to see you're happy. But I don't think you were going about it in the right way. I feel like you are going to get victory in the middle of the month. I feel like victory after the fight is what this card is about. It's about people paying attention to you now for the right reasons. Because you're settling down. Because you're taking care of things. You're slowing things down and looking at all the details. You're going to be up in your mind a lot. Because in the month of August is going to be the whole month from the 4th to the 27th is going to be in Mercury retrograde. Tell me about the Five of Wands here. I feel like you stop fighting yourself. You stop with this tug and this pull. The Five of Wands is lack, right? We've got the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Lack of the mind and lack of energy. You might be feeling a bit lethargic. Like once you make this decision, you might just stop arguing with yourself, but you also might just have to lay down and relax for a moment. Like it feels like that. Tell me about the Five of Wands. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the the Hanged Man, and we have the King of Wands again. Ah, I like it. I like that the King of Wands now is showing up with the High Priestess, because it's like now I have perspective. Now I have perspective about what I was doing. The truth of the matter is, with the Queen of Swords is going to be honest, right? I'm just going to be honest. I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings, but we really do have to look at what the truth of the situation is and bring it back into balance. And I feel like you realize your perspective now is that, oh, I was running at things. I was dealing with life as the King of Wands, pursuing, instead of gratitude, which is what the King of Pentacles is in. The King of Pentacles, the reason that the King of Pentacles is the master manifester, or as we say, he has the Midas touch, right, is because the King of Pentacles keeps throwing charity at the universe, and the universe keeps throwing it back. So it's this perpetual loop of gratitude turning into money, turning into good energy, turning into relaxation, turning into stacking pentacles. And so I feel like now you have a perspective on what you were doing while you were in the King of Wands energy, and you stop fighting yourself. I feel like you start being honest with yourself in the middle of the month. Tell me about the Queen of Swords here. We are going to the end of the month. You are liberating yourself, my friend. Somebody here I feel is going to find a new job. I feel like somebody here is liberating themselves from a place of work because they're not getting paid enough. I think that's part of the realization, part of the Tower, part of the answering the call, right? I feel like it's really bringing a lot of things to light here. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Lovers, and we have the Judgment card. So I feel like it's time to make a choice. It feels like you are going to have to be very honest with somebody about, look, I know you're my friend and this is your business, but you're not paying me enough. I can barely live on what you're paying me. I feel like it's you've been putting in a lot of effort into something that you're really not getting a whole lot out of. And so maybe you work for a friend, maybe you work for the family business, but whatever it is, the Queen of Swords is telling me that you're liberating yourself by speaking out loud. The Judgment is here, the Judgment card is here, and you're being called to resurrect your life. And I feel like this is only the beginning of it. The realization is here. You start to get into this place, oh, now I get what I was doing, because the sun is shining, right? So we have this choice that you're making, this real-time choice, because we have the Ace of Pentacles here. I need to go to a place that's going to pay me enough. So I feel like somebody here is probably going to be finding a new job, quitting a job, going to a new job. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like, I don't want to invest myself here anymore. It's not, you know, for the kind of person that you are, and I feel like the set of skills that you have, because this is someone who is a perfectionist. This is someone who's very practical, a perfectionist. They really work hard on things. They're a hard worker. They don't miss any details. I feel like you're being probably underpaid for whatever it is that you're doing, but you're having a hard time leaving that situation because it might be close to your heart. You might have been there for 15 years. Maybe you have tenure there, but it's time to make a change, it feels like. The Hermit energy is the wisdom. You're getting wisdom from this Judgment energy here with the King of Swords, and I feel like you go to the boss and say, look, if you guys want to pay me more, I'll stay, but I need to be making more money. Look, you guys aren't really paying for all of my skills. I'm the subject matter expert on this whole thing, whatever the whole thing is that you do. But I feel like you're going to say to this person, look, I have a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity that's coming in. I feel like you're going to say to the boss, I've got a lot of opportunity. I'm going to need to make the decision that's best for everyone involved. So I feel like you have come to a realization that you are, that you need to find a new job. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles here. And I think this all comes from you slowly moving towards working on the self. It's realizations. You've decided now that you're not going to push yourself away from excuse me, sorry. You're no longer going to hide behind you're no longer going to keep your toes behind the line. I think you're about to step over the line here. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles, please. Tell me about this new job. We have the Magician in the reverse. We have the Page of Swords, and we have the Three of Wands. Some of you might go back to school. I feel like you feel manipulated in the place that you work. It's almost, I want to say that there's some sort of connection that you have to the workplace. It might be the first, maybe this person was kind enough to give you a job when you didn't have one. Or maybe it was, maybe it's the family business and you no longer want to be in the family business. I feel like you're looking for other opportunities here. We do have the Page of Swords, which tells me some of you, your opportunity is that you might be going back to school to get more information. But I feel like whoever is running this business, wherever you work, is going to try and manipulate you to stay. So be aware of that. This person is somebody who is gonna be very my way or the highway. Look, if you don't like it here, go. And you're going to say, well, I guess I got to go. Like, I feel like you've had some sort of really big realization that the person that you're working for is not really working for you. And you've come to this place of this Empress energy, and you're like, look, I got the same skills you've got. I could run your whole damn business. I've got the same skill set. So are you going to pay me what I'm worth, or am I going to go? And I think that the sun is powering you up in the month of August. We are in Leo season after all, right? I feel like you are making some really big decisions about what you're doing next. And I feel like you're pointed in the right direction because you're going to have it all. It feels like wish fulfillment. It all is going to work out the way that it should because you work so hard. You do. You're the hard worker, right? We do have the Fool. Look, you're going on this new path here. That's what it looks like here. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching, Capricorn. I'm excited for your August. It feels like you are making such huge strides. It is going to come with the Tower, but look, you're getting unstuck. The Tower comes for mercy, to get us unstuck and put us on the path we're supposed to be on. You're about to hit some really big milestone. You're making a decision to get unstuck here. That instead of going up to the line of the place where you are like, look, I found the line, and I think you're going to finally step over the line and everything is going to work itself out for you. I'm going to go for now, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. I do appreciate you. Love y'all. I'm going to be back because I'm always back. Bye.